Yeah, I just can't talk. Like, I can't say the right thing. I was at the pub last night and I was just talking and like I couldn't sentence.
You're already doing it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm overthinking it.
I think you're overthinking it.
Yeah.
Because you're talking to me pretty fine right now.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. And then, but even at work, I was like trying to talk to people. I was like, I actually can't talk to you. Yeah.
Is there a sense of like, I mean, one, you probably are a little bit tired because it has been your birthday. And JJ's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, mate.
22.
22 years old.
Yeah. That's the first ever time I've made a joke about being young. Oh, that's so weird. I made a joke about being young.
You are young.
Yeah, 26 is fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. 26 is
all right. I'll be there soon. So
yeah, 6 months.
But happy birthday, bro.
Thank you.
We did spend some time together, didn't we?
Yeah, we always spend every single year since maybe our like 3rd birthday.
Yeah,
we spend with each other. We always have a picture with each other together. So I didn't do any plans this birthday, but we played some COD Zombies, which was fun.
We did.
Yeah.
We just relaxed, didn't we? We started watching Ford versus Ferrari.
We started it and never finished it.
Never finished it. We got distracted.
Yeah. It was like we were watching Ford versus Ferrari, and then it just was really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we got distracted. Food also. Your mum made some lovely food. No, actually, no, that's the next day.
We did 2 days.
We did.
So we did the day before April Fool's Day.
Yes.
Yeah. We did zombies and pizza from Pizza Express.
Yeah.
Which was quite good, actually. Yeah. I'd recommend trying Pizza Express again if you haven't in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good pizza.
Especially delivered. Like, don't get me wrong, I like it when I'm there, but like it, I don't know if it was just because I'm used to getting like a Domino's or like a Papa John's or whatever. Yeah. Like, it was unbelievable delivered.
How much was it though?
It's like £45 for 2 pizzas.
Okay. Because I was going to be like, that was so much better than a Domino's.
No, it was.
But Domino's is half the price.
Because probably, yeah. I would say it's probably about £30 for like the same size pizzas.
Yeah, they were a bit bigger.
So I'd say from Domino's, I'd say it's probably about £30 for the same size pizzas, just those 2 pizzas. But then you did get some extra toppings as well.
Yeah, I got one extra
topping.
Yeah, that was like £2, I think.
Was it £2 extra? That was it.
I think so. Yeah.
Probably its delivery fee of like £3 or something.
Yeah, it's Uber, so delivery fee of like tenner.
Yeah, like £10.
I mean, delivery fee, service fee, napkin fee, cleaning fee, smelling fee. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
But no, that was good. Yeah, and then we spent the next day
playing zombies
again.
Yeah.
Your mum cooked.
Played more zombies.
Yeah, that's basically what we did.
We were supposed to do a podcast, and I was like, I'm a bit too tired.
Yeah.
And then we smashed out like 2 hours of zombies.
We did, yeah. We were just playing games.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've done that.
It's been a long time, a really long time since we did it.
Probably a good 3-4 years, I reckon, since we've really sat down and played.
Because I think we've done like the odd game and then got bored. This is the first time we played it, and I was like, I actually didn't get bored.
No. We actually had some time to relax.
Yeah.
And sit and concentrate on what we were doing a little bit, I think. Yeah.
I think also we weren't like trying. Well, I was.
Jay, wasn't you? I can't remember.
I was playing on the map Ascension.
Yeah, that was it.
And yeah, I went down like 8 or 9 times.
Terrible.
Yeah. It was good though. We played all the maps which are like quite easy where you don't have to do like a lot. So like Kino des Houten, Nacht, Verrucht, Shinonima, Doris, Ascension. Pretty much it, isn't it? So we did all those sorts of maps. And then we would just do like challenges. So we do like 2 box, like you can only hit the box twice and you have to keep those guns.
Oh yeah, we did silly challenges.
What else? Oh, you have like a random perk machine that you can get in like the Black Ops 3. So we did like random perks for that and stuff. And yeah, it was good fun.
We're making it interesting for ourselves, weren't we?
Yeah. Rather than just camping the whole time. Yeah.
Anyway, no, back to Ferrari. We got about halfway through. It was really good up until the bit we left. So I don't really know why we stopped. Well, I do know, but...
So we were like, we watched like the first bit of it, and then we were like, because we were waiting for Black Ops 3 to download, and then...
That was it.
You went home to feed your cats.
I did.
So Then when you came back, it was like, oh, the game's downloaded. Let's hop on. And we're like, we'll watch it later. And then we just didn't hop.
Never did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It was
But
good.
we need to finish it because I reckon it's going to be a good finish.
Yes. I assume, spoiler alert, I think Ford will win.
Do you reckon?
I think so.
I'm not sure. I reckon Ferrari still edge it.
Oh, okay. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
We'll have to watch it again to find out. Another film I watched recently, Gran Turismo.
Yes, I watched that when it came out. Really good.
I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
I did. It was a strange, like, stylistic choice, I think, with the movie. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it didn't feel like your normal, typical kind of movie. It felt a little bit budget, really, in my opinion. Yeah. A little bit budget, but I still think it was really, really good. I still really enjoyed it.
Sony funded it, didn't they? So they did the Spider-Man as well. So they do have big budgets, Sony.
Sony are huge, isn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, don't they own? Oh, I can't remember who they own. It's not Paramount or whatever it is. The big television company. It's something
Universal?
Like no, it's not. No, it's not Universal. But it's something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. I think Sony
Sony
are just Sony, right?
Yeah, but they still own big production.
They own something.
I don't know.
Something.
I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But they've been making movies for years and years and years.
Yeah. So it didn't feel too low budget. It just felt like
it didn't feel super low budget.
It did feel like a PlayStation game movie. It did feel like that.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. It felt like a PlayStation game movie.
Yeah, like Ratchet and Clank was a movie. I think it is.
I've never played Ratchet and Clank.
You've not played Ratchet and Clank? They're literally like my favorite games.
Yeah, genuinely never played them.
Well, you should play it. You can get it. There's one on the PS5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
It's good fun. It's just like mindless. If you put it on its hardest difficulty, it can be a little challenging.
Right.
You just blow stuff up. That's what it is. It's platforming and blowing stuff up.
Perfect.
Yeah. Did you play Crash Bandicoot?
I did when I was really young, the first game on PS2.
Yeah. I went back to it. One of the hardest games I think I've ever played is the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
But is that PS2? Did it first come out on PS2?
PS1 and PS2.
Okay.
I think, yeah. But you might I played it. I was like, this is significantly quite hard. Do you remember much about the game?
I remember the fact that you would run towards the screen, right? Or you'd run away from, and then you just slide it across.
It's like a
jump.
It's like a 2D but 3D it's a platformer on a 2D plane, but you can move in 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was it's a bit like, I feel like it's a little bit like Temple Run. Temple Run's like a budget version of Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, actually, maybe
it's a bit like Indiana Jones turns into a Bandicoot.
Yeah. I think I know what you mean.
Yeah. But there's basically the issue with the first one is the depth perception is so off.
Oh,
it's really hard to judge. So when you're trying to do jump towards into screen or further out, it's so difficult to judge. That's the hard bit I found, really.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, in the later ones, they added a little circle beneath you, so you could see where you were going to land. It's so hard to tell in the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually got annoyed at it.
When did you play this?
They did a remastered version. And it was free on PlayStation.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. I was like, when did you just whip out the PS2? And just it's like, who's got their PS2 out at the moment?
Me and my brother still whip it out sometimes, and we play FIFA Street on it.
Oh, FIFA Street.
Yeah, what a game.
What a game. So unrealistic, but such a good game.
So good. It's so good. FIFA Street 1 was the best. I know lots of people like 2, but 1 was the best for me.
Okay, I think I preferred 2.
Oh, really?
I think that's... to be honest, I never had it personally myself, but my mates had it. I think you might... Oh, maybe it was you that had 1, and I just loved FIFA.
We had 1, and then we never actually... I think we got 2 really late on. Or we borrowed 2, but we just never got 2. I think we only had 1, and then...
Speaking of FIFA, for all of those who didn't know, JJ, back in the day, was an elite FIFA player. And when I say
bad accolade,
when I say elite, what did you get? What was the thing that you got? What's it called? You got asked to play in some sort of big competition or something.
No. So FIFA, I think I was 14th in the South for FIFA
of England.
Yeah,
right. Okay,
14th
in the South.
I was 14th. But for
Still pretty good.
For the F1 game, that's where I got invited to play league racing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't the FIFA that you got invited to anything. It was it was the F1
game. Yeah. FIFA was really good, but because it was Ultimate Team, I spent a lot of money on my Ultimate Team.
Yeah, I bet.
Because I was playing it so at a high level. I was coming up against like crazy teams, so I then also started to buy coins, and then I was like, maybe I should stop myself. Yeah. It took a lot of self-control. I literally cut myself off completely from FIFA. Yeah.
You were like obsessed.
Yeah.
Like any time you weren't doing work, like schoolwork or, anything.
FIFA.
You were on FIFA.
It was FIFA or watching FIFA videos or playing the F1 game. Those three. Yeah. It's funny though. It was like, I went to a house party last year, and the person there was like talking off about how good he is at FIFA and stuff. And bearing in mind, right, I cut myself off from FIFA 16 onwards. Like, I played the odd game against friends, but I've like genuinely not owned a game. And he was like talking big about how good he is and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, so like, what difficulty do you play on if you play like single player? And he's like, yeah, world class. And I was like, okay, now I know this guy isn't that good because he's not. But he was giving it this big talk, and he beat someone at the party. So I was like, I'm just gonna hop on. And I was like, I proper like swindled him. I was like, if we bet some drinks on this? He was like, yeah, okay. And I was asking him, so I was like, what's the through ball again? And he was like, it's triangles. I was like, proper sort of like swindled him, and I let him score a goal. And then I was like, should I have not done that? Because I basically just called my keeper out for too far.
Okay.
And I was like, oh wait, I was playing the wrong settings, and I changed it to my sweaty settings on my controller, where it would be like a little bit of like manual passing, all that sort of stuff. And they still have quite similar settings from the old games.
Okay.
And I slapped him like 5-1. And it felt so good. And everyone at the party was like, it was just like, what has happened? I said it because I went in with, I was like, this guy's acting so cocky.
Like, you hustled him.
Yeah. I was like, I'm just going to fully hustle him. And I was like, and I had my mate, one of my mates from work, and he was sitting next to me, and he was like, mate, I've bet some drinks on you. Like, you better win. And I was like, mate, don't worry. Like, we'll get some more out of it. And then, so he scored the first, and then the guy doubled down and.
Oh man. Yeah. I wish I was there to see that.
That was good. It was so fun. That was like one of the first times I was at like a work event where we'd like gone to a house afterwards, and then we were heading out after. Okay. And I was like, well, just stamp my authority a bit here.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Was good. Yeah, that was good fun.
Good man. Showing him off.
Yeah.
Was that his own party as well?
It was his own house. Yeah.
I love that.
So he's a nice kid, but yeah, he's not going to play FIFA with me again, I don't think.
No, probably not. No. That's amazing how similar it is, though.
I think something that made me really good at FIFA was I can read people really well. So it's like I was just able to, even though it's like the mechanics feel different, I would still be able to keep hold of the ball really easily because I'd be able to intercept his passes loads, and because people still play the same way, just different mechanics. So.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I've never liked FIFA much. Like,
yeah, you never did.
I've never been a FIFA guy. Yeah. I think last one I had was FIFA 13.
It was a good FIFA.
And it was a good FIFA. And to be fair, I did enjoy it that year.
Yeah.
And then the new one came out, and I was like,
yeah,
that's just not for me.
Yeah.
Didn't like it. I wish I did like it because obviously everyone loved FIFA.
Yeah. It's. I'm so competitive that like I think it fit me well, but it also didn't help me mentally because I definitely was angrier as a person when I used to play the game.
Yeah,
and like even when I hop on and I play against friends, and if it's like what close, I'll actually like I can feel myself getting annoyed.
Yeah,
like don't get annoyed, just chill out.
I don't play anymore.
Yeah,
it's okay,
it's fine. Yeah, I'm just way too competitive. Yeah,
it's not even FIFA. EAFC, whatever it is.
Is it?
It's called EAFC.
Why?
It's not called FIFA.
Is it not?
They must have. I don't know why.
There's some licensing thing.
Yeah, it'd be something.
Oh, that's weird.
And I think some of the players aren't they haven't got like rights to some of the players.
Really?
Something. It's something like that. Oh no, they don't have rights to some of the teams.
Really?
Yeah. So I think it was Brazil. There isn't such a thing as the Brazil national team on the game. I think. It's something like that.
It's crazy. That's actually quite like a big. Yeah, that's just actually quite big.
Yeah, the game's dropped off massively.
mad.
To what it used to be in like 2013, 14, where it's like the height of its peak. Because obviously,
Yeah.
I feel like 2012 was like, I feel like that was the pinnacle. Is that just me? I feel like 2012 was the pinnacle of FIFA.
2012 was my favorite FIFA, and 2015, and then I stopped. But I'd say in terms of like YouTube, 2011, 12, it was like KSI Night coming up. Then like 14 and 15, it was huge. And then I sort of stopped watching it, to be fair, from that point on. But I feel like it declined after that because but
realistically, the game
12 to 15, I'd say, was the prime of FIFA in terms of like the YouTube, the side men all playing it, and yeah.
I feel like the game is the same thing every year.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
But I thought that before anyway. But I feel like because they introduced Ultimate Team and all these like exciting game modes, and they brought in like a story mode and all those sorts of things, it kept people buying the game.
Yeah.
But like
they probably run out of stuff to do now.
Yeah. What do you do on it now? Anyway. We're coming off FIFA.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken since Australia GP.
Yeah. You know what? Right.
What are your thoughts?
I made a comment in a previous podcast.
So did I, and I don't want to... Anyway, carry on.
And I said that F1's in a crisis, and I made a reel about it and everything.
And are you going back on it?
No.
Okay.
I'm doubling down on it.
Oh, God. Okay.
Right. We had a race where Max Verstappen wasn't winning. And everyone was sort of like...
I think you're about to say the same thing.
Yeah, everyone was sort of like, oh, it's going to be, if he doesn't win, then it's actually going to be good. And it wasn't.
Oh, my God. I was going to say the same thing.
It was so boring.
It was exactly the same thing.
Yeah. I love Carlos Sainz, though. So...
Oh, legend.
What a hero.
I mean, he's the only person to win the race twice, one each season so far, last season and this season.
Yeah,
Come on, Carlos. He's the only one
to break Verstappen's streak.
To break Carlos Sainz.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't have said Carlos Sainz would be the one to do it.
Neither would I.
I would say Leclerc.
Leclerc or Hamilton. Or Perez or,
someone. Yeah.
Not Sainz, but go on Sainz.
Go on Sainz.
Fair play to him. But yeah, carry on with what you were going to say.
That was it. It was just...
No, I thought the same thing.
I was like, this is so boring. But okay, I was going to say the odds...
But then Australia, in some ways, can be
a boring
race. It can be.
Yeah, on the old layout. Last year, so yeah, I actually didn't expect you to say that because I thought you were going to be like, oh, but it was good last year. But you are right. Australia can be a boring track most of the time.
Yeah.
The new layout is better. And last year was crazy hectic because of crashes.
Yeah, loads of stuff.
Because there wasn't really crashes. It didn't really... There's no safety. Was there a safety car? I don't know. There wasn't. There was right at the end, George.
Right at the end. Right. Yeah,
we can talk about that, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, we'll go on to that in a minute.
Yeah, it was boring.
No, I thought the same thing. Obviously, when his engine went, or no, it wasn't his engine, it was his rear brake, wasn't it? Was it the rear right brake? What, got too hot? It caught fire?
Yeah, right.
Something like that.
Right, yeah.
The right rear. Anyway, I was thinking, oh, my word. Oh, my goodness me.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was like... We're going to have a different winner.
Yeah.
And then they just went round.
He just went round in formation for the rest of the race.
Formation for pretty much the rest of the race. Yeah. Very little.
Processional.
Yeah. And I was like, oh. Because the thing is, we've all been saying we can't wait for there to be someone else to win a race. We can't wait for just, his engine to blow up or we've been saying this loads and loads. We're like, yes, we can't wait. We want it to happen. Yeah. It actually happens. Then we're all like,
boring.
Meh. But there you go.
Yeah.
I mean...
One funny thing though was it was funny seeing Hamilton and Verstappen both out. It was like 2021 again.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
the first time I've seen them two out since that season, probably.
Yeah, Lewis would have been gutted that he was out of that race, considering Max wasn't in it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Just the simple fact that obviously he wasn't going to win. I wasn't saying that he's going to win, but
additional points.
Just additional points, just to get additional points and. Just have more of a chance to be on the podium and all those sorts of things.
Mercedes are a nightmare.
Stinker.
The car is terrible. And then it's terrible. It's unreliable. And then George Russell crashes it as well.
Do you want to talk about that one?
Yeah. What's your opinion on George and Alonso getting a penalty?
Well, I was going to talk about the crash.
Okay, talk about the crash.
I was going to talk about the crash. You can talk about that.
Okay.
Because you'll have a better insight than I will. Genuinely, that crash scared the living daylights out of me when I heard... I didn't think about it at the time. when he actually crashed, obviously he was in the middle of the track, and I was like, oh, there's enough space around there for people to see him and go around him.
Yeah.
But when you actually hear his onboard of the stuff he was like literally shouting, like I mean, he was right.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of the track. You have the stewards have to be faster, noticing that someone could literally just hard drive into him and kill him.
Yeah.
Like, just red flag it. I'm in the middle of the track.
Yeah.
So, I mean, thank God he was okay and nothing came of it. It was right at the end of the race as well, wasn't it? So
yeah, I think they didn't red flag because it was literally the last lap.
Yeah.
And
I feel like that shouldn't matter.
It's a fast corner and it relatively blind as well. Like you sort of go up to it and they were good with getting the yellow flags and the safety car out though. The VSC out. So they were good with that. But yeah, I thought red flag, but then I think it just would have been it would have been like last year where they red flagged on the last lap and then George would keep his position because it's the last completed lap and then they wouldn't do another lap because it's within the 5%.
I guess so.
So it just gets a bit confusing. So I think that's probably why they didn't want to do it. They were just like, let's just...
Maybe. But then the safety of the driver should always come first.
Yes.
All that stuff should come later.
Yeah. I think they thought with the VSC, they're going to be slowed down anyway. They're going to all on the radio here. Fortunately, there was no one like right behind who... Yeah. Because that could have been really bad.
It could have been awful.
Yeah. The penalty, right. So I see lots of different things about it. I understand why they gave the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has pretty much brake checked going into that corner.
Yeah.
And I don't actually if George didn't crash, I don't think there would have been an issue with it. But I think that they don't want people to start doing that and it to be like, let's say you're going up Eau Rouge and Spa and someone does that at the bottom of the hill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And then someone hits into him sort of thing. So I think that rather than that situation being bad, I think they're thinking of the overall situation of if you drive unpredictably, which is what the penalty was for. It was for unpredictable driving.
Yeah.
Then I think they just want to stamp that out.
Yeah.
So I think the FIA were like, let's just stamp this out now, give a harsh penalty. People aren't going to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a smart idea. But have they actually said that that's...
They haven't said that.
Oh, okay.
But the penalty was for, what's it called? Basically erratic driving.
Yeah, of course.
So,
well, it's No, I think that's the right. I feel like that is the right thing to do, and it will obviously send a message to all the other drivers. To
just don't do that.
Don't do that.
Into a fast corner, like that sort of corner, you just tap on the brake and then you turn and you're gone, sort of thing. So to slam on the brake, accelerate, slam again. I can whether anything would have happened if George didn't crash. It's George's mistake. He should have still controlled the car, but I'm not taking anything away. That was bad of him.
Yeah.
He's crashed before on the last lap.
No, he has.
If I had a nickel for every time Carlos Sainz won, George Russell crashed on the last lap, I'd have 2 nickels.
You'll have 2 nickels.
Which isn't too many, but kind of weird it happened twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a repeat, wasn't it, of what happened last year?
Yeah. So I don't agree with the penalty. No. Okay, I agree.
You agree with it in that sense,
in the principle of let's just stamp this behavior out.
Yeah,
but Alonso's a bit unlucky because realistically, George shouldn't have crashed.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And if he didn't crash, probably wouldn't talk about it as much.
If he didn't crash, there wouldn't be a penalty.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah, we wouldn't have even really been talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point. What's next? What race is next?
Well, I actually was just about to ask you because I'm not 100%. No, Japan. Of course, it's Japan. With the bees. The Sebastian Vettel and bees. He has his little honey farm in Japan. He says,
and they always, I say they always. It was only the one time last year, wasn't it? Or have they been doing it for years?
No, last year was.
It was just the first one last year with the bees.
Sebastian Vettel said he spoke with Toto Wolff about a potential comeback. He spoke with a few team.
Why can't the drivers just retire? Do you know what I mean? This whole big thing. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm done.
Big send off.
Yeah, big send off. And then it's a year and they're back again. I reckon Lewis will do that as well.
Do you know what? I don't. I think Lewis will just keep doing it, and then because I feel Lewis Hamilton has such a life outside of F1 that he will be satisfied once he's done, and he's also the type of person who he won't retire early. I don't see Lewis Hamilton, I don't see him retiring early.
You mean too early for him?
Yeah, especially because he wants to get his 8th.
Yeah.
I think he's very motivated by he has to get his 8th back.
Yeah.
So
back.
But like people like Vettel, he retired because he didn't really like where F1 were going in terms of like being carbon neutral and for the environment. So, and he was in a bad car, in a bad team. Lewis is still going to be in a Ferrari. Lewis will still be in a top team sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, and Alonso retired because he was in a terrible car, and then a seat in a better team opened up, and then he unretired sort of thing. So
I guess so.
Yeah,
but I still think you should just retire. Alonso did the same thing. Like, just retire, man. Just retire. Yeah. Like, go and deal with your bees. Like, you've had a great career. Don't go to some other team and maybe spoil it. I mean, I don't know why you'd spoil it, but
he wouldn't spoil it. I think to be fair, I don't think he'd do too bad.
There's a lot of stuff like this that happens, really, doesn't it? Like, even in like the boxing, you got like Mike Tyson.
The boxing is the worst one. Yeah, I don't want to go on a tangent here, but boxing, they just retire for no reason.
Yeah,
and then come back like 5 weeks later.
Yeah,
for a bigger paycheck. That's all it is.
Yeah. I mean, I would too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do. I'd be retiring all the time.
All the time. Be like, yeah, he's making his comeback. I'm retired again, but I might make a comeback.
But it's the comeback fight, pay-per-view.
Yeah. On DAZN.
If F1 was pay-per-view, would you pay for it?
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Imagine...
It's too regular for if it was one race a year, then fine. But it's once every two.
Yeah. Technically, it is pay-per-view because we pay 20 quid a month for it or whatever.
That's true.
Yeah. But if I had to pay for every single race,
and
I knew Verstappen was just going to win them all, I don't think I'd pay for many.
I wouldn't. Down illegal streams, illegal streams.
YouTube highlights got me later.
Yeah, YouTube highlights. Yeah, nice.
Okay. Japan race prediction.
Max 1, Perez 2.
The Red Bull's gonna be so quick there.
Sainz 3.
I'm gonna go Max 1. Oh, see. Okay, right. Okay.
I made one of my.
So
hot takes, by the way, one of my hot takes was that Sainz wouldn't get on the podium more than I think what was it?
More than 3 times.
More than 3 times, and I think
Adam's
he already has
this season.
And he already has within like 4 races.
Is he actually?
He's been on the win and 2. I'm pretty sure it's a win and 2 podiums. Pretty sure.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Let me just check that. It's definitely 1 win, 1 podium.
I think the first race of the season he got a podium, didn't he?
Yeah, hold on.
Because I remember bringing it up.
Okay, he's got 2.
Yeah. So Sainz has got 2.
He's got 2.
He's got his win and he's got
his win and
Bahrain? Was it Bahrain?
In Bahrain.
Yeah. I remember the first race of the season and it was like, but
so it can still happen. I can still
have a nightmare of this. Yeah,
I can still be right. Where was he end up? Where did he end up in Saudi Arabia?
Bierman. He had his appendix.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Cool. He's in Saudi Arabia. So there's been 3 races this season so far. 3?
Yeah.
You got Bahrain,
yeah, 3.
Saudi, Oz,
and Australia.
Yeah, so the only race he's not being on the podium, he physically couldn't race.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So, you know what? That's actually very impressive.
It's not bad, that.
Yeah, good for him.
Fair play.
Okay, so I think McLaren will be good because of the type of track, very high speed.
Yeah.
Mercedes are going to be terrible, is my prediction.
And I think Aston Martin's will as well.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be Red Bull up front.
Yeah.
You're going to have Ferrari and a McLaren. So you got F1 is Red Bull.
Yeah.
F1.5 is Ferrari.
Yep.
F1.75 McLaren.
Yeah.
F2 Mercedes, Aston Martin, and the rest of the grid.
Cool. Yeah, sounds about right. So what, you going Max 1, Perez 2?
I'm going to go Leclerc just to be different.
Leclerc 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? I sort of want to... I'm going to go a bit rogue. I'm going to go Max 1. No. So one thing is, though, you've got Mercedes bringing upgrades, Red Bull bringing upgrades, Ferrari bringing upgrades, and Ferrari are quite excited about these upgrades, and they bumped them forward for this race.
Okay.
So it's part of a 3-step upgrade over the first half of the season. So it's Japan, then Imola, and then I've forgotten the last race. Red Bull have apparently got a 0 side pod concept coming, but
just to rub it in Mercedes' face even more.
Yeah, but based on the internals, I watched a few videos. Based on the internals of the car, it won't be a zero pod.
Okay.
Because I'd have to like restructure the entire gearbox and stuff, which I can't do.
It needs to be just a whole new chassis then, wouldn't it? In the end?
Yeah. So it's probably going to be like a bit shrink wrapped, but not zero pods.
Okay.
Their concept doesn't fit zero pods. But
no.
Yeah. So I you know what? I'm going to go Leclerc one.
Leclerc one.
Yeah, I'm just being fun.
Okay, sorry.
Leclerc one.
Carry on.
Leclerc one, Norris 2. Oh, no. Okay. Leclerc 1, Verstappen 2, Norris 3.
Leclerc 1, Norris 2, Verstappen 3.
Do you know what? Oh, there's a fun stat. It's got my like hopium up, and it's every team that's finished hopium. Matt 212 said hopium. Do you remember?
Yeah. Yes, he did. Carry on.
So Ferrari. No. So every team that finished 1-2 in the Australian Grand Prix went on to win both constructors and drivers' championships that season. So
come on, Ferrari.
There's no way 50 years of history isn't going to be true.
No, of course, because history
impacts the future.
History is 100% accurate.
Yeah, to a T.
To a T.
Yeah.
It never ever changes. The future is never different to the past.
Yeah, it's always.
That's why it's. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's like Leclerc is winning the world championship.
Oh, can you imagine?
I mean, Sainz will win it at this rate.
Yes, yeah. Sainz is doing really well.
What would happen? What would have to happen to Red Bull? They would have to have a fire at the factory that like blows everything up, and everyone up.
Max would have to eat something awful so bad that he gets a tummy bug that he ends up in hospital for the rest of the season.
Yeah, but it's fine after. Yeah.
For them not to win it, I think.
Yeah, for Ferrari to win the championship.
It will be that basically Verstappen has to be so unwell, still survive, so unwell that he cannot physically race for Ferrari to have a chance of winning it.
Nice.
Yeah.
He'd still somehow get points on the board.
He would, 100%. He'd be in his hospital bed still getting points.
He'd be like remoting in from somewhere.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, we'll cut to after the race, and I'm sure that we'll be depressed, but this has been a good episode.
Wait, we'll cut to the end of the race?
No, I was going to say, we'll film another... Sorry, I meant we'll film another episode after the race.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And we'll be depressed. But I'm going to go Leclerc, Verstappen, Norris.
Okay. Verstappen, Perez, Sainz.
I will not put any money on my one.
I'll put £50 on my one. 50 quid.
What, beating my one? Being more accurate?
I would just put those bets on whatever those bets are. Just put those on in the bookies.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'd not put any money on mine.
No, I don't think you should. You did just come up with that one out of nowhere, didn't you?
Yeah. But thank you very much for watching.
Absolutely. And listening.
And listening, yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's been Lights Out.
Take care.
Peace.